Hello, and welcome to the stream. It's time for Can we reach 1 million boards from Lumberjacking at Ultima Online? So, I decided to go and find some stream safe music. It's just like a combination of just chill music, fantasy music. I was able to find some lo-fi beats that are like Ultima Online, EverQuest, and Morrowind. The guy who remixed them all says that they should be just fine for streams and that he is more than happy to let me know that I can use them for streaming. So here we go. So we'll be hearing some of that. Little lo-fi, little fantasy here and there. The entire old school RuneScape music collection is safe for streaming and for creative use, so we'll be hearing some of that. So hopefully those tracks blend well enough, you know. Some of them seem kind of quiet and I wasn't sure how that was going to sound on stream, but we're just going to have to go ahead and see. Let's begin. Head on out and start lumberjacking. Gotta do all of my tracking stuff, and that pretty much just happens automatically from activating a script. Can't produce any wood from that. What? Like there's other lumberjacks in the world out here lumbering? So far, I've started these Ultima lumberjacking streams pretty late, but that's alright, I think, you know. Chill late night streams. I try not to get too much and too fussed up about doing streaming at optimal times and just like hopping on and just doing a lumberjacking stream at this hour has been helping to keep me in a mindset of not worrying about that too much. I get on when I can. I get on when I have the energy. Halfway through most days, I'm too tired to like think about doing anything, so I take a nap and then I get up later at some point at night, and that's when I perform the rest of my activities for the week/month. As much as I like the one track that plays in the woods here, I decided you know, more music. I want more music, different kinds. One thing I noticed is it seems like Ultima Online Outlands doesn't seem to have like a ton of music tracks. Like sometimes you go somewhere and the music changes, but for the most part it doesn't seem to change all too much. Even though I think that there's supposed to be a fair amount of music tracks that came in the original Ultima Online. Oh, but let's not fuss over that. There are quite a few Ultima Online lo-fi tracks from that artist. Oh, I should have put their link in the description of the video. Ooh, darn me. I wonder if I can change that now. I should have did that. I'll say right now it's, let me see, I believe their channel's called Loot Goblin. If you look up Lo-Fi Loot Goblin, you should be able to find those tracks I've been speaking of. Hopefully. So yeah. And like if you type in Loot Goblin, if the first one that pops up is Zarfin the Loot Goblin, that's not the right channel. That's Diablo. A Diablo content channel, I believe. That's what happened to me. I was like, I found the channel and I wanted to look it up again, so I typed Loot Goblin into the search bar, and that's what kind of happened to me. Oh, come on. Oh, I was like already sort of over here. Oops. Yeah. I don't mind wearing a shirt with green when I'm on this I'm on the green screen thing, you know, like, it's fine. It just looks like I'm wearing a ghost as a shirt or something. Like I'm wearing a tie-dye shirt, or it's literally just green and white. So far on my end, it sounds like the music is doing okay. Not sure though. If I need to make any adjustments, I'd be more than happy to. Depending on who hops on or not. Wink Muffin might get on. I'm not quite sure. She might be busy, I think, right now. Yeah, go logs, go logs. On the road to 1 million boards. I should try to make a little graphic or something for the stream, like at the top or something that says road to 1 million boards. I think next time I work on the stream, I'll do that. Last time I was working on the stream, I was looking for that music and making sure that I had all of the attribution information set up in the description. If you like any of this music or want to use any of it for your stream, you can use the links in the description to find a couple of different websites, like Alexander Nakarada, I think is what it was. I literally found this dude's website the other day, so I might not remember his name exactly. But you can go to his website. I believe it's Creative Chords or Creator Chords. Something along those lines. I believe that this track maybe is his. Let's see. Nah. Yeah, this is Alexander Nakarada, yeah. Just checking out my playlist here. So yeah, you can use any music from his website for free as long as you post his credit link inside of the description for your content. And once again, this other website I used for a few tracks is called Chosic. A lot of the tracks on there are even attribution free. You do not have to attribute their music, although it is appreciated if you do. And there are also tracks that do require attribution as well on there that are not just from Alexander Nakarada. So yeah, give those a little peek. I like fantasy music a lot, and I think a lot of the stuff on that website is really good, like really high quality. Like recording quality is really nice. A lot of it I wouldn't really just say it's generic. It really feels like the mood that he's trying to create really like he really tries to go above and beyond in whatever mood he's trying to create. Generic in the way that's general purpose, but it is not for lacking in quality at all, or feels. I almost found it quite staggering at how nice many of the recordings were. Like I can get down a little bit to this. Time to get down. Not bad so far. We already have over 600 logs. 1-to-1 conversion of logs to boards. But you get like between 4 and 10 like logs each time you gain logs. Every 3 hits you go choop, 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 and on that 3rd hit you get a random value between something and something. Like it's something like between 4 and 10. When that little whoosh whoosh thing goes off, it's this harvest aspect thing. It's I put that on my armor. That's a mouthful to explain if you Don't know how the system works in this game. But basically, you gather up some special items and you eat them, and it allows you to start leveling up a certain type of aspect, which gives you like stat boosts and like on hit chances. Mine is harvest, so I have a chance to get double the gathered materials, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. Doot 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 doot. Okay. It's just playing it was just playing Alexander Nakarada because I forgot to put on shuffle. I want to hear some RuneScape music too, and some lo-fi. I want it to jump around, give me some variety. Just like how I stream variety role-playing games at least. I will do other retro stuff eventually. I do want to do some retro shooters at some point. You know, probably mostly with an emphasis on role-playing games, and every once in a while to spice things up. I think that'll be a good idea. Possibly once I finish up making everything the way I want it to be with the Gathering stream, I think I'm going to set up the retro shooter roulette. I've done a little bit of looking into that. It shouldn't be too hard. The one thing is I wanted the wheel that I would spin to pick the game I'm gonna play to be actually looking like a gambling roulette table. I don't just want it to be like a colored spinning wheel that looks like you just pull up giant spider. I don't want it to look like I like opened up a children's closet and found like a spin dinger like thing. You like spin the arrow and it like lands on a random thing. Like I don't want to pull a string and have to be like the cow says moo. No, it could even look like a shield or something, you know, like as long as I don't know. I couldn't find anything that was that customizable, but we'll see. Some of them are just very plain. Yeah, just like something like a little more, you know, stylized. Maybe something fantasy themed or like shooter themed or anything other than you know, anything that looks like a children's toy. Well, get those logs. Nobody can stop me. As I mentioned in my previous stream, there's probably not going to be on much focus other than lumberjacking. Like, as far as like Ultima Online goes, like, I just like, chances are this is what it is, you know, chill gathering stream. I hope that wisp doesn't attack me. I don't think it will. We'll see. We're going on an epic lumberjacking journey. Looks like my tracking saw red. Might as well warp back here, hide my logs. One of the reasons I wanted my rune book to teleport me back to Terran is because I was starting to get a little tired of teleporting somewhere else and then immediately having to teleport back here to reset the lumberjacking cooldown. We got 1,000 logs already. Pretty nice. If I keep having to teleport back due to reds appearing in this area, I might have to teleport to a different area. Yeah. Stone's Lo-Fi remix, hell yeah. I don't recall exactly the story behind this song, but I think the guy who wrote it, it was like a beautiful song that he had wrote about like his lover or something like that. And it got, you know, like one of the most famous Ultima online music tracks, I think, out there. When I first launched the launcher for Outlands and I heard this track, I was like, wow. I've never heard this before, but like, it's like I can feel the nostalgia of thousands of people like buried within the essence thereof. Alrighty, 17 minutes into the stream. I think audio should be good. Music's playing. Logs are being lumbered. Quite nice. No, another thing too. I think that all of these royalty-free tracks I downloaded, you are free to edit them for your own use too, as well. And I was thinking about trying my hand at doing like maybe some lo-fi remixes of some of the fantasy tracks I downloaded, or even some lo-fi versions of many of the RuneScape tracks I downloaded. I just have to give my hand at some sampling, music sampling, loop, and so, you know, some basic like looping and stuff, and I should be able to do some rudimentary remixes. Wow, this track is a lot louder than the other one. Is this Nakarada? No, this is one of the ones that I downloaded from Chosic. A little bit too loud, I think, for my taste. As far as how loud it should be on the stream, it's probably not so bad. It's just if I turn down, like, my music player, it turns all the tracks down, not just one, and just gonna have to contend with that, I think. I'm gonna need to either go back and listen to the VOD, or if someone pops in, I'll be able to get a good idea of the auditory range that's being presented from these tracks. Like, this track, like, is... No. I mean, it just started, but it is quite a bit quieter than that last one. I'm honestly not entirely sure exactly what the audio balance should be for my stream. I guess I kind of just, like, just guess every time I do it and just hope that it sounds good. Alright, so let me see. So it's like around 100k for 5,000 boards. We're on the road to 1 million boards, so... I would use my phone as my calculator, although it is my camera for my stream, so I don't really want to fuck with it too much. Come on, get moving. Move your arse. I don't know, so 1 million divided by 5,000. That's 200. Okay. Okay. So that would be 20,000K. It would be 20,000K. So like millions of gold. It'd be a lot of gold, basically. Yeah, 20,000 times 1,000. That's 20 million. That's 20 million. Okay. So we are going to keep chopping logs until we have 1 million logs. And then we are going to try to sell all of them. And we're going to see if we can get 20 million gold. If we're lucky, people will want bulk. Oh. Man, those things are annoying. Go away. Troll again, come on. I should probably go to the right. Northeast, I believe. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's going good. Just chopping logs, you know. Chilling. On the way to, yeah, it is. There are faster ways to make money in Outlands, but that, you know, I think generally that requires you to have a lot of experience in the game, have high level characters, and already have quite a bit of money available for investment and such. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Usually if any reds or threatening enemies show up, I should be able to safely warp back to town. But we'll see. We'll see if anything else interesting happens. If that could be bypassed by a red or a gray trying to steal from me. We'll see. We'll see. Da 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 da. Yeah. I love my trees. You do know that. Like in RuneScape, you do end up eventually chopping the tree down, but of course it grows back rapidly. Or fairly rapidly, depending on the tree. But in this one, you take what's usable without cutting it down. That's pretty cool. Ecological Ultima vibes. There was like some, like when the game first came out, they had some crazy ecological system where like this type of creature eats this type of creature and like so on and so forth. And there was a food chain, but since the players just ran out and murdered literally everything, it didn't work out exactly the way that they wanted it to. Yep, there's another lumberjack around here somewhere. May we both have the favor of the gods in our lumberjacking endeavors. Yeah, how are you doing, Wink Muffin? How fares thee? How fares thee in your journey of journeys? The circle of life was not respected. I mean, it's an MMO. You go and you kill things, you gain XP, and you move on. And like, I'm not even sure. They implemented the system, but I don't even know if anybody even knew that the system was even there in the first place. Yeah, well, you know. They took it out, I think, like I don't know, like after a month of like the game being out or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Let's go. Lumberjack time. Lumberjack. Every time I like say lumberjack, I just want to rhyme it with smoking crack, but like we already talked about how like you don't want to smoke crack, kids. You'll lose all your PP. You'll lose all your PowerPoints. You don't want to lose your PP. Mm-mm. You have a kitten follower. Very nice. What level is your kitten follower? I hope high enough to deal with whatever challenges you're facing. How's the music sounding so far, Wink Muffin? I hope that it sounds pretty good. I think some of the tracks are too loud. I may or may not deal with that later. I might take some of them out. Might leave some, take some out. Or I could just be insane and pull them all into my digital audio workstation and try to figure out a way to balance the audio, make some louder, make some quieter, etc., etc. Is she learning new feats? I mean, level 4 is when you learn a new feat in 5th edition Baldur's Gate or whatever. 5th edition D&D, 5th edition Baldur's Gate. I mean, I guess Baldur's Gate 3 technically is Baldur's Gate 5e. Oh, well, that's how lives work, silly. You watch the part that's live. That's what's fun about it, is the suffering of missing what you will never be able to see again live. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, interactions don't happen in the past where live doesn't exist anymore. There is no past. There is no future. There is only now. Power is an illusion, said Native American Grandpa. Attack from cover. Is she hiding in a box and jumping out and attacking you? Or is she jumping out and attacking a bottle cap? The crack PSA. That was a different stream. That was the last stream I did here, I think. Or maybe it was, I don't know, that was Divine Divinity, I think, with Hambo. Where we talked about that. Usually when I come towards this area for lumberjacking, it usually tracks a red, like on the other side of this mountain. It's probably some guy sitting in his house, leaving his red AFK inside his house. She's stalking hair ties. That's fun. It's hilarious. She just wants hair ties. She's the hair tie queen. The great hoarder of hair ties. Oh man, I hate mosquitoes. When I went outside to go talk to our neighbor, frickin', it was like getting dark out and the mosquitoes bit the shit out of my legs. Right, in between harvesting this and something else, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Had to get up for like a second. I have a script that puts all of my logs into a trapped pouch, and I try to remember to use it every once in a while. Just in case someone's trying to steal from me. If I see someone appear right next to me, though, I need to remember to slam my hand on the space bar to recall out, because like maybe they'll take some of my logs, which can be a decent amount sometimes when you steal from a lumberjack, which is fucking bullshit. How many logs you can steal from somebody at a time. Like, dude, it takes me forever to harvest these things. They shouldn't be allowed to just take a couple of hundred out of my bag instantly. What kind of shit thief do you have to be to come out and steal from lumberjacks? Like, go steal from somebody a little more threatening, you know? Yeah, like, this track is so much louder than all the other ones. Is this like way louder than like the other one? Like if people are like watching the VOD, is it going to be off-putting? Like if someone wants to put this on in the background for like sleep or something, or for just, you know, just some lumberjack chillness, I don't want the music to be too loud in the background. I just don't want to turn it down too much too, because it's like I said before, it'll make all the music that's quieter than this too quiet, and then it's like, what's the point? It's getting hot in here. Okay, so maybe I need to do like a mass edit of the RuneScape ones and make them louder. There's a way for me to do that, I think, with Audacity. I think that there's a way to do that en masse. I'm not entirely sure though. Oh, okay. Oh. So the RuneScape music is just too quiet. Damn. Yeah, well this stream will be far from perfect then. And the VOD and all that, it'll just be way too quiet. That's super unfortunate. What am I gonna do now though? I'm just gonna have to try to figure out how to make the RuneScape music louder. Make the actual file itself louder. Yeah, well, unfortunate, but you know, hey, what are you gonna do? There's even an option I have set up in Spotify that allows me to, it's supposed to like normalize the audio, but clearly it's not working for this. Not working for files that are actually on my computer. All these tracks I'm playing right now are like actual files on my computer, which is nice because the original rate that it's playing at is generally going to be higher than one that's being streamed online. Although the quality probably does go down a bit once it goes back out to people watching my stream. And I mean, anyway, like in other people's streams, like in Burlamoo's stream, when he talks, it attenuates the audio down to compensate for his voice anyway. So like, in that regard, like if you can't hear the music when I'm talking, like whatever, like it's not a huge deal right now. But I do want a stable, like noise threshold, so to speak. Like, it's possible I could use a compressor to, like, make the audio a bit more uniform, but still. It's possible I could do something like that. Let me just hop on a couple of trees, and I think I might be able to make some adjustments. Oh, it looks like all these trees have been hit already. Like all of them. Yeah, there's the guy that's going. I hear another dude over there harvesting too. Okay, oh, okay, I tried changing something, but it like just brought the audio way down. That's weird. Does that sound weird now? I'm gonna try to use a limiter to make it so it's only so loud, but then I'm gonna use a compressor to make the other music louder at the same time. This volume should be like in the middle. Oh, I think what I did actually was really smart. I put a limiter at negative 30 dB, but then I put my game desktop audio up all the way in OBS. So it looks like it might actually do what I want it to. I'm hoping it sounds good on your end. You should be able to compare this one. Yeah, so that last one wasn't RuneScape, and then this one is. Does it sound better now? Like it's more comparable? You're the best for helping me troubleshoot. It doesn't? Okay, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. No, that's perfect. Limiters and compressors are such a good way to like smash your audio to being at the level you want. There aren't going to be any peaks or valleys, I don't think, in the music, like auditory wise, but you'll be able to hear it at like a uniform volume now. That's awesome. That makes me very happy. You're the best. Okay, cool. I'm glad I don't have to use the compressor. I didn't think that far ahead when I would turn the actual desktop volume up. Limiters are awesome. People say that it's cheating to use a limiter in certain situations, but I think that they do their job quite nicely. They prevent you from finicking with things unnecessarily. Yeah, I'm super pleased now. You can't stop me, technology! We're doing a lot better this time than last time. I was getting so distracted last time I was lumberjacking on stream. We are on schedule. I think we already harvested more logs than we did last time. I was like worried, like I was gonna have to do some crazy bullshit to get the music to be the way I wanted, but nope. What little I know about audio effects has saved the day. It wouldn't be possible without you again, for the millionth time. I need to set up some hotkeys for spells for this character though, for real. In case like I get attacked by like a fairly weak enemy, I can like actually fight them off. Like that headless that's chasing me. I guess I don't need a hotkey. I guess I can just open up my spell book. Lightning is like a middle of the road spell, I think. Oh, where do I want it? I'll put it right here with my other spells, I guess. Well, at least the really quiet tracks, like, they have some peaks and valleys in the audio. They would have been way too quiet though. Like this track would have been way too quiet. Like I can't really hear it very loudly, but whatever. As long as it's uniform on the video, that's all I really give a shit about. At all. That's all I really give a shit about. Wow, I'm such a potty mouth. Wait, what? Oh, I think my game was freaking out a little bit. What track even is this? Ambient jungle? Should I keep this track on the list or should I remove it? What do you think? Or do you think that this is a good, like, intermission track? Come on, chop, chop, chop. Last time I sat down, we just talked about the, what did we talk about? Good sportsmanship in PvP. Let's see. What else is buzzing? What else is buzzing my brain? Huh, well. All silent up here. Better than it being the screaming monkey. Oh man, when the screaming monkey comes into my head. No screaming monkey. Yeah, this track is like exceptionally quiet. It's just like a break in the more intense music, I guess. There was a lot of stuff on here that was like super wildly like offbeat. Like there was one electronic track I found that was a freedom of use that I liked, but I ended up taking it out because I was like, let's try to maintain our, you know, like have it be more of like a chill retro type of thing going on. I keep getting the little heart emote floating things in chat. That's cool. I notice that sometimes when I look over at OBS. Alright, what do we have coming now? Is the in-game volume too loud or anything? I almost forgot that that thing, that the audio that I change, it also affects the game volume. Maybe I need to find a way to separate those. I mean, this track is way louder to like my ears. And it looks like my microphone might be picking up on it every once in a while. I really like this track. Yeah, maybe I can figure out how to balance the audio even with the solution I found out. Yeah. Yeah, that other track was really just quiet as hell. Oh, that was short. Okay. I might need to figure out a way to separate the Spotify audio from the in-game audio so I can have those all in individual mixers. And then I think that'll solve the problem. Like, the only thing you should be able to hear from Ultima right now is like the sound of me chopping wood, like maybe birds chirping or like enemies nearby making ambient noises, and like, yeah, the chopping and the hooves. Are those sounds like extra loud? Are those like crazy loud or anything? Or is it meshing too much with the music, or like any weirdness in that area? From what I understand, like, a lot of creators sort of get headaches over audio mixing, but, you know, eventually we'll get it. I did just turn it down, but, like, the audio is, like, maxing out at negative 30 dB due to that limiter I put on, so... What does hand volume sound like? The volume of the hand. Okay, so the music is quite a bit louder. Well, I'm going to have to redo the audio balance for games now that I did this weird option. Oh, that's the one thing that gets me, is finicking around with like things over and over again, because then it makes the quality like vary a lot per video. If I could figure out how to get it right the first time and just leave it there, that would help a lot. I don't know. I do watch some streamers and they do have to finick with, you know, be finicky with their audio and stuff, like in the middle of streams. The sound of one hand clapping is similar to the sound of one hand fapping. Yes, always. That is always the answer. That is always the answer to the sound of one hand clapping. Not to be confused with the sound of one hand snapping. Snapping and flapping. My skill in lumberjacking has increased by 0.1. It is now 105.4. Hell yeah. Yeah. Well, that's okay. This is my stream. The Buddhists have no say in my stream. I wish that the Dalai Lama would watch my stream. That would be the bee's knees. Oh, my lumberjacking went up again. Very nice. I think right now I'm capable of reaching like 117 lumberjacking right now. Yeah, right now I can get up to 117 lumberjacking skill. I mean, I have the money to buy some more lumberjacking skill scrolls. So since I'm at 117 maximum lumberjacking, I can eat 3 more lumberjacking skill scrolls and I'll be able to achieve the limit of 120 lumberjacking. I mean, it takes a long time to even increase your lumberjacking by 0.1, so I'm not even going to have to do that for forever. The Dalai Lama is missing out. Facts. The Dalai Lama wished that he knew that about my stream so he could watch it. He can feel it. He can feel that he wants it, but like he just hasn't like realized yet that it's what he needs. Very wise, yeah. Very wise. I make a PP joke. Therefore, I am wiser than the Dalai Lama. Yep. Pots of clover. You dark denim. What? Oh, the pot that the clover is planted in is dyed blue denim. Yeah, it's a cute little house. A little owl in the tree. Snowy owl. I live in a freaking Ultima apartment, man. I don't play this game enough to be rich enough to have one of these badass houses. What is that supposed to be? A snowflake? A spider web? Or a ship's wheel? So far, so good. We almost have a full commodity. Buy an owl. Yeah, maybe I could get an owl for my rental room, but those snowy owls probably cost like 10 mil or something. Stuff like that. I don't even know how you get it. I don't even know where it comes from in this game. I have no idea at all. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I should probably know that, huh? Oops. I don't know. It looks like a pirate ship. A pirate ship's wheel to me. I'll need to look at a not emoji version of that, and then I'll probably recognize it, maybe. Quite possibly, you know. I don't remember what housing market is like in this game. How big of a house you can buy with so much gold or whatever. It's all mostly just based on the player market, I'm sure, anyway. I am no expert of this game, that is for sure. I usually just get overwhelmed when I play this game anything other than lumberjacking anyway. A lot of people that play this game have been playing it for a long time, so they have no patience for waiting around for somebody that takes their time sorting their inventory and dropping off items and stuff. Half the time you get a dungeon group going, you'll teleport somewhere to drop off your loot to split later, but if you aren't like an expert, you know, you're gonna take more than 2 seconds to drop off your shit, and by the time you've dropped all of your stuff off, like everybody in your group has abandoned you and already went back to the very bottom of the dungeon. And in that case, you're usually running down by yourself, and if you don't really know exactly which way you're going, or if you don't know the tricks of the trade to get around enemies without, you know, getting blasted to death, well, I mean, you're gonna get blasted to death. You're gonna get absolutely wrecked on your way down there if you're not like high tier or whatever, high aspect level. If your codexes aren't leveled up and such. Okay, we're a little over an hour into the stream. We almost have 5,000 logs. That's like about 100k an hour, roughly. I'm not being super duper efficient, so, you know, give or take. Alrighty. We have hit 5,000 logs. Let's get the fuck out of here. Might as well just go straight to Shelter Island. Yeah, I was guessing that the emoji wasn't doing it justice. By the time we have 1 million regular logs too, we might have enough of these other logs. We might have enough of the colored logs. There we go. We are a long way from reaching 1 million boards. Right now we got 37k boards. You know, we got another commodities worth, which is nice. Another 100k. Another 100k's worth. Snapping and papping. Alright, let's restock the shelf. And resupply. $5,000 logs. Yeah, I did it. I got 5,000 logs in an hour. I think that's pretty much how they've set this up. Your time, if you are lumberjacking, if you are taking the time to lumberjack, you are earning 100k per hour, basically. At least with my lumberjacking level and my harvest aspect being tier 7. So as you can see, my harvest aspect experience is full. The only problem is the cores you need. Basically you need items that usually cost a certain amount to be able to level up. Harvest cores cost like 100k each. So an hour's worth of harvesting per each one. I need 5. I don't even remember how many I have. I need to wait 20 seconds before I can start harvesting again due to recalling. So that's 5 hours. That's 5 hours of lumberjacking if you want to level it up. See, and one of the reasons I stopped at tier 7, well, for one, is because at the time when I had reached it, I was leveling up a lot of other aspects from other characters and doing PvE type of stuff. You know, doing some dungeons and blah blah blah, all that crap. Which I don't remember how I can remember like the layouts of the dungeons, but I don't remember any of the hotkeys for any of my PvE characters. It is what it is, you know. I haven't done anything like that for a few months. I've just hopped on here and like harvested a little bit of logs. And now that I've been streaming Ultima Online, that's the main source of how I've been getting on the game. Is just from streaming, doing this. On the road to 1 million logs. I don't know, maybe the goal should be reach maximum aspect with harvest and 120 lumbering, and then at that point maybe I should try to get 1 million logs. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll do 1 million logs first. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'll do with the money I even get from this. You know, I have several hours worth of log harvests already sitting in my resource stockpile. That's, you know, 100k each. Like, let's see. I think I have 6 or 7 commodities worth. So like that's like 700k. That's almost like a mil. I'm not like doing the math in my head, I'm just sort of like guesstimating a little bit. Buy an owl. Spend all my money, all my hard-earned lumberjacking money on an owl. I probably might do something like that if I actually had a house that existed. If it existed in the overworld. I might do that. That forest ostrich over there looks nice. That's a nice looking forest ostrich. It's like a blue one. If I had a high level tamer, I'd go tame it. Ooh, it even has like cool looking horns on its head. Yeah, that would make a cool taming mount. I don't really have a tamer, but I don't usually see forest ostriches out here that are this color. They're usually more of a forest color. Yeah, I mean, the owl could be a thing. It's just, I think I would rather have, I don't know. I don't think I want to buy extravagant decorations like that, like, until I have like an actual in-game player house. Like, I don't want to have like a bunch of cool decorations in my rental room, you know. It's already so cramped anyway as it is. Go, logger boy, go! Nobody can stop us from our logging dreams. Gonna have to do some playlists for my stream soon. I'll make a playlist specifically for lumberjacking streams and for EverQuest, Lunacid, and I need to add my Divine Divinity streams to the Divine Divinity playlist as well. Yeah, you know, maybe I will only do gathering and lumberjacking on Ultima, at least for my stream. Like, there's a high chance of that, you know. You know, you never know. There's always an evolution as far as streaming, let's plays goes and all that. You know, maybe I'll want to do some seafaring content, you know. I'm a carpenter, I'll have tons of logs, so I'll have all the logs that I need to build a boat if I want to do that. On top of whatever fees someone may want to charge me. I think that you need other things other than boards, though, to build a boat. I think you might need other resources? You might need iron? I don't remember. It's been a good minute since I've looked at the wiki for that. Cannot produce any wood from that, yeah. Why would I be able to produce anything from anything ever? Good question. Yeah, apparently it can be very lucrative too. It sounds like a good amount of people that are in my guild, at least like last time. I don't know, it's been forever since I've been in the guild Discord. But every once in a while, people would speak very highly of it. It seems like it's good content to do with a group. I'm just not entirely sure if I want to do group content on the stream. I'm not closed off to the idea, but it's not exactly what I'm drawn to at the moment. And you know, they also like, I think when people do stuff like that, they also require you to be in Discord, and I just don't know how I foresee that working out, being in Discord and streaming at the same time. I want to be the one in charge anyway. If I go and do stuff with a guild, like, chances are I'm not going to be the one in charge, and that's a little bit besides the point of the stream. I don't feel like being bossed around by some higher ranking guild person while I'm like trying to have some authority over my own stream. I get it. I can play guild, fall in line, follow orders, you know, for the greater good of the guild and for myself, you know. You can make really profitable doing group stuff with people, and you can get lots of experience a lot quicker than you can by yourself, generally. Sea of Thieves Ultima Edition, yeah. Pretty much. That's pretty much exactly what it is. Message retracted, why? That was a good message, what was wrong with it? You're like, oh no, you can't say Sea of Thieves, you'll get demonetized somehow. I'm just kidding. Yeah, what was wrong with your message? It looked like it was okay to me. Oh, whatever. Like, anyone gives a shit. Like, everybody on the internet, like, types like their fucking, like, hands have been run over by a truck anyway. Go into, like, YouTube comments and, like, look at, like, how unga bunga people, like, type in YouTube comments, and you'll feel less bad about it. I used to be good at, like, text. Well, I mean, I'm definitely still better at typing, but, like, I used to be, like, if I wanted to make a comment or send a text, like, before in the past, I used to be so good, so fast, perfect accuracy every time, you know, until keyboards weren't a thing anymore on mobile phones and everything was touchscreens. Like, no matter how much I practice a touchscreen, the, like, tactile feeling just isn't there. And I still fuck up what I'm typing, like, constantly. Just because my brain just doesn't, you know, doesn't care what, like, the pattern is on the screen. It just doesn't feel right unless, like, there's some kind of texture to it. You're not allowed to be raised by writers. You're grounded. Write me a 500-page essay about how actually it doesn't matter what you type in YouTube comments, because it's not like you're sending something to a publisher, you know. What is this? Halloween Spirits Tray. Oh, okay, they got like a bar going over there. That's cool. Come on, game, quit freaking out on me. Yeah. It is important. I like the way it feels. They're never going to release a phone that's also good. They're never going to release a phone that's good and also has a keyboard. That feels right to me ever again. So, I mean, you just gotta remember those days because they're never coming back. People in Alliance chat are talking about how there are reds in Aegis Keep. Like, of course there are reds in Aegis Keep. There are always reds everywhere. Like, rotating between every dungeon, like... No, but it's good to know when you see that little alert from someone. They're like, oh, there are reds down in this place, and if you're also down there, it's, you know, it's good to know to keep an eye out. Make your way towards the moon gate or whatever so you can teleport out without getting horribly murdered by people that are geared towards PvP when 90% of the people in the dungeon are PvE and will never ever stand a chance against PvPers. That is the major flaw with this game, is that PvEers have absolutely zero advantage in PvP, and PvPers can just run rampant and just basically just murder the shit out of anyone that they want to. Because, like, people aren't just, like, hanging out in the dungeons on their PvP characters, just, like, waiting for reds to come. Like, in my experience, limited as it may be, that is what I've noticed. Like, there's no fair way to go up against a PvPer when your build isn't made for that. You're just at such a major disadvantage. Like, you might as well just run unless you have enough numbers to take them down in that way. But if 5 reds run down at the same time, even if you have a group of people, you're probably still pretty fucked. And as far as I know, no one has found a solution for that, really, that makes any of that really fair. You know, either you run or you group up together and you fight, and that's just how it is. Seems like this RuneScape track is a lot louder than the other ones. The hell. A lot of these RuneScape tracks are super nostalgic for me. Like, all the ones that, like, instantly I could, like... If I could instantly recognize it and feel the nostalgia, I added it to the playlist. There are, like, hundreds more, like, RuneScape songs that I didn't add to the list. I only have 50 arcane essence left. What's your ETA looking like, Wink Muffin? I was thinking I was gonna stop streaming when you're relatively close to being done. Frickin' troll over there looking all menacing like a troll. All troll-like. Kinda cute, actually. Like, when the music is louder, though, it's not, like, insanely loud. Like if somebody was trying to, like, sleep to my stream, or if someone was trying to sleep to the VOD, like, it would probably be fine, right? The little troll emoji, what the hell? I wanted like the game and like the music itself like are mostly secondary. Like overall, like I want people to like to be able to hear the stuff, but to mostly hear what I have to say, you know. I think that's generally how it goes anyway. Some tracks will be louder than others, but overall, like, they should never be louder than a certain threshold. Like, there's going to be, like, a maximum amount of sound. Oh, when I found this track, I liked it a lot. Man, it's already been like a half hour and I still don't have half of another commodity. I lose a couple of minutes here or there in between. I guess when I go teleport and drop stuff off, talk for a second, have to wait 30 seconds to start harvesting once I do teleport back. It adds up a bit, I guess. Yeah, this one is Adventure by Alexander Nakarada. I think most of the tracks that are excessively loud are the ones I got from Chosic.com, so I honestly might just get rid of them. They're just, they all seem like they're quite a bit louder than like everything else, like even Alexander Nakarada's stuff. I wonder if I really need. Let me see. I want to check something. Yeah. Okay. Like on my camera, like over here, like quite a bit of it was just like my microphone. So I grabbed my video source and I dragged it over this way on the screen. So that like I figured it still shows me, but well enough. It just I'm a little less in the way. Basically. I like it more this way. 25-minute ETA, okay. Alright, so I can do this until the stream has reached about 2 hours then. That sounds just fine. I will just keep harvesting away. logs per minute. You know, I'm not gonna worry too much about my logs per minute. This is a chill stream. If I keep doing this, at some point I am going to, you know, I'm going to reach 1 million logs after I do this 1 billion times. And you know, of course, I'm allowed to play my games offline too. If I feel like lumberjacking off stream, you know, I can always do that. Although, at this point, like I really might, if I'm going to be playing Ultima, I might as well be, or if I'm going to be lumberjacking at least, I might as well be streaming. I would never, like, if I wanted to do a stream with my guild for like doing a dungeons or anything like that, you know, like, it wouldn't work out anyway, because my guild frickin' they do all of their shit like in the middle of the day when I'm doing stuff, and I got tired of like trying to like rush to do what I need to do like after they finish raiding or before they start raiding. It was just becoming a pain in the ass, so I just stopped going. You know, it just doesn't work with my schedule. I've even thought about leaving my guild and finding one that plays at a different time, but you know, right now it's not really a problem at all. I hide my logs. Let's see if I can take out this Mongbat. I'm tired of this Mongbat getting in my frickin' way. Let me see if I can get this frickin' thing. Oh, I accidentally aggroed a giant spider, of course. I don't know if I can take out the giant spider. It has a lot of HP. Crap. Whatever, I'm just gonna run away. I was hoping I could kill that Mongbat and not have to worry about that crap. And then on my login time, stupid ass spider. This capture thing frickin' scares me because it turns my scripts off. So if a red shows up, literally the second that thing shows up, I have to type in the capture super fast and turn my script back on or press the button to teleport. Just frickin' scares the shit out of me. There's like one really intense Viking track that I got in this royalty-free music, and I was like wondering if it was gonna play, but the playlist I put together of all this royalty-free music is like 8 hours long, so who knows. I wanted the playlist to be long enough that if I put it on shuffle and stuff started repeating over the course of many streams, you know, it wouldn't be too grating hearing the same track or whatever. I'm sure that people would end up hearing and recognizing the same track every once in a while, but I mean, shuffle is never really shuffle. It always like seems to favor certain songs regardless of the platform you're using. I wish shuffle would like be programmed to like play sometimes play stuff that's played less, like for it to recognize, be like, oh, I play this track a lot, or I play this track less, and then have it play the tracks that are played less, like added up to the top of like some kind of priority, some kind of algorithm-based priority list. Something like that. I don't know. Well, we're at 2,000 long, that's good. Our guild now has the opportunity to spawn the boss for the ocean. I think that means people have been out on the ocean doing ocean stuff. And like, I think you like to fight bosses or something, you like your guild has to have people like fighting enemies and picking up loot in certain areas or dungeons, and once you've gotten like that bar filled up, it allows you to get the boss. Excuse me, or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Like I said, I'm not an expert at this game. People have been playing this game a lot longer than me, and a lot more than me over the years. I don't remember when the Outlands server or shard or whatever came out, but people have been on here for a while. You know, there's super rich people. There's people that play this game like probably 12 hours a day every day for the past like 5 years, you know. Some seriously dedicated fans. I love lumberjacking though late night. I'm glad that this is mostly a late night stream, just because there's usually less people out lumberjacking. There's usually less reds and grays out. It's a relatively safe and peaceful time to be making that moolah. Try to make sure I get like in between the trees. You can have one tile space between you and the tree as maximum range for hitting it. So I like to try to put myself like between trees. Okay, so now that I switched to this tree, I walk closer to it. Here. And that even if you move, you keep going. As long as you're within range. See, now I'm between these two trees. It just makes it efficient for time. Oh, that one's already, these ones have already been harvested from, so now it doesn't matter. It's funny, I have like 3 different ways to control myself with my movement. I can use right mouse click to move, I can use W, A, S, and D to move, and I can use the arrow keys to move. I just like that. Sometimes I like to move one way or the other. I switch a little bit back and forth depending on which hotkeys I'm pressing, because I have some hotkeys on my keyboard and I have quite a few hotkeys on my mouse. I have the 12 buttons on the side that emulates 1 through 12. I don't really like reaching my finger like anywhere past like 5 on the keyboard to use like hotkeys, and so having it on my mouse helps a lot. So I can hit a lot of the alphabetical keys for certain hotkeys, and then also all the numeral hotkeys on my right hand. So keyboard keys on left hand and mouse emulated keyboard keys on the right hand. Works out quite nice. Okay, so it's 1:36 minutes in, and we're just about halfway to our second commodity. So yeah, it's, you know, give or take a few minutes and boards and whatever. It's actually a... Oh! I thought that you were actually Wink Muffin. Yo, Bad Mr. Chimp, how's it going? Welcome. It is actually called the Venus Pro, I believe. It's a rather affordable option for a 12 mouse button gaming mouse. It's like, it was like 40 bucks on Amazon. Overall, it works pretty good. The only thing I would have to say about it is the middle mouse button doesn't click anymore. That's the only thing that I've noticed about it, but I've also dropped this mouse a bunch of times. I accidentally moved my hand over and swipe it off of the table and it just falls on the ground. And that's probably why the middle mouse button doesn't work anymore. That's it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the question. It is much appreciated, my friend. How fares thee on this night? Very happy to see a new viewer. Okay, yeah, there we go. We've reached 2,500 logs. Just another small step towards our goal of 1 million boards. Yeah, we're just chilling, listening to some chill royalty-free music, hanging out. Getting into streaming more and more. Gonna see how long I can keep it up, you know. I stream when I can, I do what I can when I'm available and when I'm up for it, and all that fun stuff. Not a bad night for streaming. What is it, Wednesday night? Nice Wednesday night stream. Well, I think it's probably Thursday now. It's like 2 in the morning here. Yeah, thanks for joining us. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I'll be streaming, I don't know, for another 20 minutes maybe or so. Yeah, no, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I never played vanilla Ultima. I never played it when it came out. It's only within the past like 3 years I found Ultima, specifically Outlands. It's gorgeous what they have done with the art, with the tile sets and sprite sheets of the original Ultima is incredible. Just like the way they placed the trees, like roads, buildings, it like looks like a professional, very dedicated, passionate team set it all up. I've tried a little bit of the main servers. I've tried them like a little bit. I played it for like an hour and I was just like, there's a lot of clashing, a lot of the graphics clash on the official servers, and a lot of the enemy placement and stuff. It feels very clunky. It feels like very jank and clunky in the official servers. Just like a lack of. It feels like there's a severe lack of like care with a lot of things from what I've briefly seen. Right. Yeah, well, at least I don't really know how the cash shop works on the official servers, but I think the way monetization works on Outlands is really nice. It's very non-invasive, mostly cosmetic. Very difficult to get gold with just donation points. Like, you would have to spend so much real world money to even gain a worthwhile amount, and I think that's good. I think that's good for the game and the economy as well. And heck, I have donated to the server several times. You know, like, it's just so worth it. The amount of like time I've put into this game, compared to some other games, is like, it's pretty high up there in the numbers. You know, like, I don't play this nearly as much as some other people do, or like the people in my guild. But I've played it enough to be convinced that it's quite amazing and worth spending donation points for some cosmetics. And I don't care too much about cosmetics in general, but as far as supporting the server goes, like, I'm here for it, you know. Super duper worth. How long have you been playing on Outlands, my dude? You got, do you have a few characters going? What do you like to do? Do you like to dungeon, PvP, seafaring, gathering, crafting? Yeah, I love mods. I love modded content, and this is by far one of the most impressive modded like servers of anything I have ever experienced. I love retro stuff. I love it so much. So just finding this game and finding a dedicated modded server like blew my mind. Absolutely is blowing my mind. I've thought about a tiny bit. I thought a teensy weensy tiny bit about maybe doing some other stuff Ultima related on stream, but so far this is what I'm loving, you know. I also trying to think, well, I want to do a chill stream with Gathering, and I was trying to decide between a few different retro MMOs, and I ended up wanting to do Ultima Outlands with Lumberjacking. Right on, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, within like the past like 5 months or something, I think that they've changed lockpicking and that stuff, and they've made it better. So that's cool. That's cool that you're getting into that. I had one guildie that was talking about how using harvest aspect and lockpicking can be like rather a great way to gather up rare items and gold. Yeah, just the way that the game looks, I love it. Absolutely, it's just fantastic. Yeah, let me see here. My account is 362 days old. Yeah, so I pretty much made my account about a year ago too, dude. That's awesome. I've been on and off with months in between though, a couple of times. When I first started playing this, I want to put this carefully. When I first started playing Outlands, I had a very, very bad experience, and I don't want to get into it because obviously this is a public game, public open world where everyone can hang out. So, I had a bad experience basically, and I stopped playing for months and months. Started playing again. I found a guild that I really liked, and my experience improved significantly. And at that point, I decided, okay, I'm not going to steer too far away from this game now that I've realized that I just have to find, like, you know, the right mindset with the right guild. The guild I'm in, it's PvP/PvE, so you got kind of that hardcore attitude, but you also have quite a bit of casualness going on in there too, and that was a nice balance for me. Oh, is the world saving? Why can't I move? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Come on, there we go. Yeah, for a second there, my shit stopped moving for a second. I should probably put my logs in the bag, use a script to hide those real quick. Yeah, as far as I can tell, soloing, if you aren't doing Gathering, can be very difficult and very slow. If you have a guild, you will make a lot of gold. You'll make a lot of money in XP if you do, because usually you'll be able to get dungeon groups going within your guild. And man, you go down to, you'll be able to get taken down to the lower levels usually in a group. And people are usually very nice with how distributing loot works. Yeah, picking, lockpicking, hiding, and stealthing is a really solid choice for somebody who isn't in a guild yet. That's for sure. I hope you've been able to make a good use of a rental room. Rental rooms are fantastic for saving your stuff. Fantastic for having a place to be safe and worry-free. Yeah, and the brutality also is, it also adds a little bit of tension as far as gathering goes, because if somebody wishes to steal from me or attack me, they do have that opportunity. Though my script is set up that if I do end up tracking a red at all, it automatically uses recall for me, which is a great way to make sure that I never lose my logs. Nice, very good. I figure most people probably figure out how the end works, but it's if somebody didn't know about it, it seems like a really important thing to mention, just in case. That's very good, man. Cannot go wrong with that. And shelter, and like, don't be afraid to have like your, if you have like a script or something to panic recall or anything like that, having it default to Shelter Island is fine. There's no shame in that at all. Like, Shelter Island, like, I highly encourage that, like, if you feel cozy there, be cozy there. It's in, like, I honestly want... Shelter Island captured, like, it like enraptured me. Like, I was just like wandering around and being like, wow, like, this is so beautiful. The way that the ponds are set up, the trees, the lakes, the little mushrooms and stuff. Like, I literally just had my character sit down on a chair at the dock, at the pond there, and like took a screenshot and was like just vibing with the environment. Yeah, for sure. Are you running 100 tracking? That seems to be like a very strong bet. The only character I have with tracking is this one, and it's 100 tracking, and it has never failed me. I think the worst thing that's happened to me on this character is somebody was stealing my logs, and I tried fighting them, and all throughout the entire fight, they managed to steal like every single log out of my inventory, which was like 1,100 logs. Not making that mistake again. All right. In like a couple of minutes, I just want to give you a heads up. I am going to be heading off. Got some IRL responsibilities that I need to do. I just want to say though, Mr. Badchimp, I appreciate you watching my stream very, very much. I am a relatively new streamer. I started this channel at first doing Let's Plays. Although I have made the executive decision to mostly just do live streams and to keep my VODs uploaded on my channel. We focus on role-playing and retro role-playing mostly, though I do have plans in the future for streaming other retro content, including retro platformers and retro shooters. I will be setting up a stream soon, a new featured stream soon, called Retro Shooter Roulette, where I spin a wheel every, I'd say, 15 to 30 minutes or so, and it picks a retro shooter from my list of retro shooters, and I'm gonna go through like that. Spin the wheel, play, and then once the timer runs out, spin the wheel, and then play. That kind of thing. And this was a bit of a last, you know, I usually the last time I did this, and this is the second time I've done the Outlands stream, basically, I've been doing it pretty late as far as my time zone goes. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. It means the world to me. I'm hoping that if I keep this up, you know, like, I can just keep having fun with it, and hopefully it'll blow up enough that it'll provide some sort of support so that I can do even more streams, as many as I possibly can in the future. So far, I'm just working on building up a habit on streaming, building up a pattern in my life. You know, building habits can be hard sometimes, and like, I am determined to get it going fully and just like make this a passion of mine. Okay, yeah, let's see here. It's not quite a 2-hour stream, but it is that time. So let's go ahead and GTFO. Come on. Like pressing spacebar to recall. Oh, it's because... That's funny. That's funny. It's because I clicked away from the screen. Oops. Let's see. Shelter Island. Just to be quick. Hell yeah, my dude. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful night, a beautiful time, and a wonderful life. And I do very much look forward to catching you whenever you happen to be free, my friend. Bam! Alright, yeah, and like I said, as usual, everybody, wherever you are, whenever it is, whatever you are, I hope you all have a beautiful day, time, night, whatever it may be.